When Hurricane Helene knocked out power to over 4 million suburban homes last year, the families who weathered it best weren't the ones with obvious bunkers or stockpiles that screamed doomsday prepper. They were the smart suburbanites who had quietly prepared using strategies that looked completely normal to their neighbors. If you're living in suburbia and want to be ready for anything without drawing unwanted attention or violating HOA rules, you're watching exactly the right video. I'm about to share essential suburban prepping strategies that will keep you prepared and keep you under the radar. First up, transforming your pantry without it looking like you're hoarding. Forget the obvious wall of canned beans. Instead, think deep pantry. This means having a 3 to 6 month supply of food that looks like normal grocery shopping. Focus on versatile staples like rice, pasta, oats, canned tomatoes, olive oil, and frozen vegetables. Store them in your regular pantry, basement shelves, or even under beds in plastic tubs. The key is rotation. Always use the oldest items first and replace what you use. Calculate roughly 2,000 calories per person per day, but spread your purchases over several months. Buy an extra case of pasta sauce when it's on sale. Grab an extra bag of rice at Costco. Your neighbors will just think you're a smart shopper who buys in bulk to save money.
Speaking of smart shopping and storage, if you want the exact shopping list that maximizes calories, nutrition, and shelf life for just $50, I've put together a complete guide that shows you exactly what to buy and how to store it. There's a link in the description below.
Water storage is critical, but it doesn't have to look like a survivalist compound. Start with the basics. A case of bottled water in your garage or basement that you rotate regularly. But think bigger and smarter. Rain barrels designed for gardens are perfect suburban camouflage. Install them under downspouts and tell neighbors you're going green and saving money on watering. A 55-gallon food-grade barrel tucked behind your air conditioning unit stores serious water without standing out. Inside your home, your hot water heater already stores 40 to 50 gallons. Learn how to access it safely during emergencies. For filtration, invest in a quality system like a Berkey or LifeStraw family that can handle thousands of gallons. Store them with your camping gear. They just look like outdoor enthusiast equipment. Power outages are becoming more common, and smart suburban preppers have backup power that blends right in. Solar generators like the Jackery or Goal Zero models look like camping equipment, not survival gear. They're quiet, don't require fuel storage, and can keep essential devices running for days. For bigger needs, a traditional generator stored in your garage is perfectly normal. Lots of suburbanites have them for outage backup. The key is having the right extension cords and transfer switches installed by an electrician. Portable battery banks for phones and tablets should be part of every family's normal tech setup. Pro tip: keep one solar panel visible in your yard occasionally to charge devices, and neighbors will just think you're environmentally conscious. Edible landscaping is the perfect suburban prep strategy because it actually increases your property value while providing food security. Replace ornamental plants with productive ones that look great. Blueberry bushes instead of regular shrubs. Fruit trees instead of shade trees. Herb gardens that double as beautiful landscaping. Raised bed vegetable gardens are trendy and normal in most suburban neighborhoods now. Container gardening works perfectly for apartments or condos. Grow tomatoes, peppers, and herbs on patios or balconies. The key is choosing plants that produce a lot of food but still look attractive. Swiss chard is more beautiful than most flowers, and cherry tomato plants can be gorgeous landscape features. Here's what most preppers get wrong. They try to go it alone. In suburbia, your neighbors are your greatest asset, not your biggest threat. Start building relationships now, before you need them. Join or start a neighborhood watch program, participate in community gardens, attend local farmers markets. Share skills casually. If you know how to preserve food, offer to teach neighbors. If someone's great with electrical work, learn from them. The goal isn't to convert everyone into preppers, but to identify the capable, trustworthy neighbors who would naturally work together during a crisis. Sometimes the retired teacher next door has more practical skills than you realize. Building these relationships takes time, but when emergencies hit, communities that know and trust each other fare much better than isolated individuals. Now, there are some mistakes to avoid that will blow your cover. Don't buy everything at once. Spread purchases over time. Don't talk about prepping constantly. It makes neighbors nervous. Don't ignore HOA rules. Work within them or get them changed properly. And don't let your garage become an obvious stockpile visible every time you open the door. The goal is prepared, not paranoid.